This is a HeadGum podcast.
And we are back. We have a great guest, Zoe Lister-Jones. Zoe, really quickly, what's the name of the show you're doing on Peacock?
Miniature Wife.
When does that baby come out?
It comes out April 9th.
And you are doing it with Elizabeth Banks and...
Matthew McFadden.
Is that
of
the dude?
Succession fame.
He is so funny in
so
Succession.
good.
He's so good.
He is.
He's the coolest.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been traveling a lot for work, or I was, and I decided to rewatch Succession on the plane. It's a great rewatch.
It's unbelievable.
What is the show is about? He shrinks her.
He's a scientist who shrinks his wife. So it's Honey, I Shrunk My Wife, but they're having some marital issues. So it sort of like then becomes a little beefy, you know?
God. Yeah.
And I'm running the lab where the shrinking is happening.
And so you have, I like the way you do Hollywood.
Thank you, Jake.
Well, because you do, when I think we first met, you were doing the CBS show, but you were on the Fox lot.
That's right.
I think I know the name of it, but I don't want to get it wrong. I think it was Life in Pieces.
Life in Pieces, yeah.
Yes. And then we got to know each other, and you did a bunch of New Girl.
Yep.
As the mayor. And then you also do the fun stuff where you'll start putting together really small indies.
Yeah.
Which is just, and then you started directing. You had your show on Roku where you did your own show where you wrote and starred in it and did everything. Yep. So what's your whole strategy? What's your game plan? For anybody, like, what do you like to do? How did you decide to do everything?
I mean, I've always loved writing. And so I loved, like, when I graduated from acting school, I started writing, like, this is so corny, but I did write a one-woman show for myself. And it is how I got my agent.
What was the title?
The title was Codependence is a 4-letter word. Really heady. That's cool. And I recorded my own music for it. I did like a covers album.
Oh, you did the whole thing.
That's great.
I was like, so I've always loved being mom and pop.
Yes,
same. All the parents.
Doing all the stuff.
And all the stuff. I think I learned early that if I created my own stuff, I would feel very fulfilled.
Totally.
And then I kept doing that and was lucky enough to be able to make a living from not making my own stuff so that I could go make my own stuff in the interim. And it was just so fun. And unfortunately, like, the lesson was always, in the film space, at least for me, when I made them super teeny, they turned out the best.
Right.
And when there were a lot of cooks in the kitchen, the vision got kind of compromised. That's not everyone's story, but that was my story. And
that's similar to my story. I get it too.
Yeah.
They might be small by nature and have a small audience, but you are doing what you set out to do.
Yeah. And I think, like, the more cooks in the kitchen, it can just become, like, diluted, for lack of a better word. And sometimes that works.
But that might turn into something that's a quote unquote better project. It might have more success, but you're like,
correct.
But I don't know then why I'm doing it on my own and why I'm not just acting in your thing.
Right, totally. I haven't made one in a minute.
I think you should, especially after this TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, they're so fun. And it's so fun to work with your friends.
100%.
Yeah.
And so where's your kind of passion at? You're saying you're in your villain era as an actress. Because I have stepped so into just acting. And I've realized, like, how much I'm like, oh my God, why did I get away? This is the best fucking job in the world.
It's so fun. I mean, I'm developing a TV show right now.
And you would be the showrunner.
Yeah. And would direct also, and hopefully star in it also.
Oh my! So you like to do it all.
Yeah, I'm a masochist as well.
Right. So you like that.
I like it. I love it. I actually think that when you're doing all of the things, which it's like there's some like weird, crazy magic that happens. And you're so out of your mind. There's no ability to really be like in your head.
Yes.
You just gotta.
You have to live in flow state.
Yes, exactly. And that's such a rarity in this world.
I agree.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm doing that, and I'm trying to get this movie. I adapted one of Carol Burnett's memoirs into a film that I'm going to direct.
Wow.
And Allison Janney's attached to play her. So, so that's been a dream because I've gotten to hang with Ms. Burnett, and it is unbelievable.
What's she like?
She is the coolest. She actually, I have
She's here.
Yeah, I have her right
She's
here in this
actually right
closet.
behind me.
Oh my God, Zoe, let her out!
Hey!
No, I have framed. She has a specific Cosmo recipe that she likes. So when you go out with her, when the waiter comes, she actually has a tiny card made that I have framed. That's like a little cartoon of her.
Oh my God!
And then it says Carol's Cosmo, and it says exactly the recipe that she's looking for. And it's like, then everyone's happy because she gets the drink she wants. The person has a memento
card
from Carol Burnett.
Yeah.
And that's like, that's her in a nutshell. She's a joy.
God. So that she's figured out how to do this game. When you figure it out, you go like, well, that's a pretty cool way to do fame.
Yeah.
Because you are getting what you want.
Yeah.
You're not being rude. And they go like, pretty fucking cool. Like, I moved to LA to be an actor. Now I'm a waiter, but I'm fucking pretty psyched I got this.
Honestly.
Yes.
That's
It's
pretty
so
fucking
successful,
cool.
she's producing her own cocktails.
Yes, totally.
She gets a producing credit on her drinks.
And so really fast, Zoe, before we go, without giving anything away, we've already done the calls today. Your thoughts of how these calls go today? We're talking about Carol Burnett, some good stuff, writing, directing, the rights to stuff, really good and heavy stuff. So this is, you've entered Gareth and my little podcast world. Your thoughts, Zoe?
I would say I'm floored and flummoxed.
Title.
I'm rarely speechless.
Yeah.
I would say, and Gareth, I don't know you well, but I feel that we've now been sort of to hell and back together.
Yeah, we went
Been
to
on an
work.
ayahuasca trip together.
Yeah, we did it all today.
You have the same shaman
It feels like we're at a rap party right now.
of a 9-year trip.
Absolutely. But I will say that what I do know of you, and Jake, what I know of you is like, the three of us are rarely speechless, and we were speechless today.
Yeah, we get floored. I mean,
Exactly.
there's no doubt.
Well, Zoe, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
You know how highly I always think of you. I hope we get to do something very soon.
Would love that. And thanks for having me. This was so much fun.
Really fun.
Thank you.
Everybody enjoy the show.
Hey, everybody, we just want to remind you, if you want to watch new episodes of We're Here to Help, it drops a day early on Hulu. So you can watch the new episode a day early. And we're also dropping a bunch of older episodes from season 1 and season 2. So get involved.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can we get your name,
Wonderful. I'm Deirdre.
please? Deirdre. I'm going to say that wrong every time. You mind if I call you D?
Deer like the animal draw. You can call me D. That's fine.
Deer
like the animal draw.
draw. By the way,
Yeah.
What a great...
for a dyslexic, that's right. I wrote deer
right?
/ draw.
I'm a teacher,
Deer
so
draw.
I need it. Yeah. I got a lot of
He
things.
will call you Draw Deer eventually.
Fantastic.
Hey, Draw Deer, I got a pitch.
Yeah, you're right. Now I'm screwed. Deirdre, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Chicago.
Hey, where are you at in Chicago?
I live a mile west of Wrigley, but I'm on the south side right now.
Ooh, wow. Have you ever seen our van near Wrigleyville?
Van?
The van we...
Sure,
Our van.
our van.
No, I have
We're Here
not
to
seen
Help
your van.
That's disappointing.
No, I haven't.
And what do you do out in Chicago? You said you're a teacher?
I am a teacher, yeah. I teach 5th and 6th science.
5th and 6th science. Have you checked out the Hot Takes website that they created?
I should. Oh, you know
You
what?
should.
I've listened to that episode, but I haven't actually looked at it. I will.
They created a website that's very good about it, and you should try it with the Fifth Six. That's not what this is about, Deirdre. We have a special guest, a lady who I really like. Just a ton of fun. A great mind, a director, an actress. She's got it all. Zoe Lister-Jones.
Hello, Deirdre.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Zoe, you got any questions for Deirdre before we start?
I might need some more information from Deirdre before I ask a question.
Okay,
Smart.
Deirdre, take over.
So my issue is that my parents are going on a 21-day trip to Europe. They're visiting a bunch of different cities and countries. They're very excited about it. It's going to be the most extravagant trip of their entire lives. They're in their mid-70s, and we're all very excited for them. The issue is that my father read one Rick Steves article that stated that all he needs to bring to Europe when he goes is a duffel bag for his luggage. And we're struggling with this because everybody is fully.
That's cool.
Listen, I would love my father to face the consequences of his own actions of bringing just one duffel bag, but I really feel for my mom, who is going to have to deal with either going to foreign laundromats or dealing with old man smelly, dirty clothes, things like that. I was talking to my mother about this issue last weekend, and I was asking how the progress was. And I guess they have on their 11th day of their trip, they're going to be in Paris, and there's a good laundry service at their hotel. So they know they can do laundry there. So my dad responded to my mom with, "Oh, great, then I only need to bring 7 pairs of underpants."
Who's he, Gareth? That's
Yeah,
a true
so
thing, Zoe. He tries to keep his underwear tight on the road. He's a stand-up comedian, and he's like, he does yoga with no underpants on because he doesn't want to waste the underpants.
Zoe, it's been great to meet you.
Zoe, have you ever heard such a thing?
I remain a fan.
Wow, thank you.
So
free balling and downward dog.
Crazy. Crazy.
Look, the idea of doing yoga in underwear in a hotel room still doesn't feel right to me. I do have a pitch count for the underpants, but I also have laundry
What
days
a thing to
planned
have
out.
a pitch count on.
Please, I'm talking.
Of all things.
I'm talking. There are times where I go, I can do laundry there. So I get the laundry thing, but I do think you're right. Your father's great. The amount of damage Rick Steves has done to old people traveling, we will never know. It's incalculable.
Agreed.
Deirdre, one question for you. On an 11-day trip, why is he pitching 7 undies? Shouldn't he have said, all I need is 11 undies?
My mother has a PhD in special education and can't figure this one out. She's like,
That's
do I make a
crazy
calendar
math.
for him to tell him it's wrong? Do I give him a chart? Like, how do I explain to him that 7 and 11 don't line up correctly?
Yeah, that math is all fucked up.
That math is off. But that's where he's just going to get to do laundry the first time. So we're talking then even after that, there's more trip
But
where
he
we don't know.
started going 4 days, I'm recycling.
Yeah.
So if you're on an 11-day, Zoe Lister-Jones, you got an 11-day trip. How many pair of underpants you bringing?
I'm bringing 12 to 13.
Just
Smart.
in case.
But
go ahead, Joe, sorry.
100%. And this is a summer. When is this trip planned?
It's in May.
In May.
You're
so it
going
could
15,
be balmy.
16.
Could be balmy. I might have to go 15, 16. If I'm going swimming, I'm going to need 2 a day. You know?
Yeah.
You're
and
right,
this is
by
also
the
like,
way.
it's tourist life. It's not like you're just sitting in the hotel watching TBS. I mean, you were talking about you're going to go see stuff. You're walking. I mean,
You're walking.
These underpants they are pulling a double.
They're on the front
So
lines, yeah.
I really am mostly worried about the luggage.
Okay, so we should get off the underpants. Because that's a bit, I got to say.
I feel like my mom's going to solve the underpants problem. I really do. So
Yeah, I hear you,
But that's
but I
where
got to
it's at,
say,
yeah.
the 7 out of 11 is so shocking. It's hard to go like, how do we get it? We can pitch on 2 duffel bags, but also, Dad, if there's 11 days, you got to do at least 1 pair a day.
You are deciding to go play baseball without a bat.
Also, if I would say
Deidre, I'm the naked yoga underpants pitch count guy, and I'm telling you, your dad's out of his mind.
because he is.
It's also, I will say, this feels like 4 underwear it's a small, those buddies bunch up real tight.
Agreed.
Like, so I feel that Dad is creating problems just to create problems.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
So really
because those
fast,
would fit in those.
Yeah.
Because Zoe's right on that. So just before, because we got to know Dad a little bit more before we pitch. Why is your dad doing 7 out of 11 days for undies? What's going on with Dad? Is this who Dad has always been? Has he always done weird stuff like this?
100%. Yes, we call him Crazy M because he's nuts, and he always has been. He comes up with crazy ideas and then doubles down on them. This is not out of character for him.
I respect the hell out of this stuff. Okay, so he makes weird decisions. Everybody knows it, like 7 out of 11. And right now, the weird decision he has made was he's gone on a 21-day trip, and he goes, all I need is a duffel. And you and his wife are going, probably more than a duffel, yeah? And he's going, nah, just a duffel. And you go, the question is, how do we get my dad to realize he needs more than a duffel?
A duffel.
Not even a small roller bag.
Yeah, I think even just he's going to be ruining his underwear, dragging the duffel even more. The roller.
A duffel is the worst thing to travel Europe
Rick Steves is a national issue.
A hiking pack.
And the worst thing you could travel with is a duffel bag.
100%.
It's uncomfortable. It hurts the shoulder. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. He looks
it's a
like
nightmare.
He's going to be pulling off like a Louvre heist or something like that.
So,
yep.
And so what happened with this guy? So Rick Steves says all men should travel with a duffel bag. I missed that part of this.
It's the worst, dude.
Gareth seems to know more about this guy than me.
I have a major issue with Rick Steves. I've traveled.
Who is this guy? What is he doing?
He's just, look, with all due respect to the Rick Steves fan, Rick Steves is just some dork who travels with a film crew and acts like he's out there, really going at the elements. He knows his stuff, but he's the guy who, if I saw Rick Steves in public, I would shout, fuck you. He just constantly has this weird version of travel. And I know I went to France with a buddy of mine who had a Rick Steves book, and we tried to go to a couple places. Everything was closed, or he had misrepresented the wait times and things like this. So it's almost like he's doing an infomercial for travel, and when your boots on the ground, you're like, what is this guy talking about?
But his whole thing is just less is more with
I've never
packing.
heard this duffel bag shit.
Okay.
His thing is to sort of sabotage the modern traveler, send them to places that are closed, tell daddy, bring less.
Right.
What?
I just don't get, guys. I don't get what he's selling, is what I like before, because
he had a PBS travel show.
Okay.
So he had a PBS travel show, and he's sort of, picture like bullshit Bourdain. He had a PBS travel show.
Andrew Zimmerman.
Yes, and he takes people out and he shows people. So for a minute there was a purpose. Then he starts writing the books, and that's where he's starting to impart the wisdom of a privileged man.
Okay, so so Deirdre, your dad got into this guy, and did he say because of this guy Rick? I'm just trying to get clean on why the fuck the duffel bag.
I really genuinely think he read one Rick Steves blog and was like, "Yep, that sounds great. I'll do it."
So then, here's what I say you do. First pitch. Did you see the new Rick Steves video? And he said,
say that again?
Don't you pretend you just saw a new video from this guy. And he goes, he said in Europe, not a duffel bag. He said in America, duffel bag. In South America, duffel bag. In Europe, regular suitcase and backpack. And he goes, where's the video? You go, us two, you and me on the internet, we can never find stuff again. But it was a huge video. And he goes, only an idiot would bring 7 pair of underwear for 11 days because you got to have a new pair every day, just like home. That's what he says. I would start doing the that's what he says routine.
I like that. I honestly think, Jake, we could have Chris doctor up a almost updated fake Rick Steves article that says something along the lines of, because of something in the news, international travel has become much more complicated.
Great.
I'm switching from duffel bag to big roller or to duffel bag.
And here's why.
And here's why.
Fake reasons.
Yes.
So if we created that, Deirdre, and what would that be, like a JPEG, or would that be?
I think we could. She treats it like she's sent a screenshot, and we can just put Rick Steves on there. We can fake Rick Steves' little fucking signature, and just almost the Rick.
It's so weird.
I'm mad at him. We
You
call
guys
it a
end up in
Rick.
prison.
Yeah, not you guys, us guys. So you're part of this.
I don't have any.
That's
underwear in jail.
That's why we bring friends on the show.
He would call for that from someone other than me.
Okay.
So I would have to figure out somebody else to send it to him because we've already kind of given him a hard time about it.
Okay.
And I think that if I send him something like that, he'd be like, oh, but if he got it from somebody else who hasn't been giving him a hard time, would be better.
Who could that be in your family?
Yeah.
Or in your circle?
I'd have to think. I mean, I feel like any of his friends or maybe even my uncle.
Could you call your uncle?
I like
and say,
uncle. I like
do
uncle.
too. Could you call uncle and say, I'm worried
He would be
about
so in
dad?
on this.
Okay, and then
Oh,
say,
no, he knows. He
Okay.
feels the same way.
Okay, so what we're going to do, when we're talking about the thing, it's what do we need to put on that? The duffel bag?
The duffel bag, the underpants.
Underwear every day. New underpants a
Yep.
day.
The fact that Rick
absolutely.
Steves would be detailing the amount of underwear a man has to bring to
So-
Europe is my favorite.
So directly catered to her
No,
dad.
but we're going to add stuff. We're going to say new underpants daily and new socks. He would say, then you could say on certain trips, you can recycle socks and undies, but not over the summer in Europe.
But I think what we should say
Norway,
is
yes.
we should say that Rick Steves just pulled off an adventure in Europe filming for his show.
Crazy
and there's
timing.
some updated stuff because of things have changed
Yes.
due to some international, difficulties,
Maybe it's a
precarities.
climate change angle.
Yeah.
Like Europe is getting hotter.
Europe has gotten hotter too.
By the
It
way,
has,
that's
absolutely.
perfect. You could also say, because of that, fanny packs. You could say you must bring undershirts. Even if you don't wear them, buy them. White T-shirts, undershirts. Even if you're not a shorts person, get 2 pair of cargo shorts. You're going to need shorts and these certain type of shoe to wear. This shoe is bad. Do not wear a flip-flop. You've got to wear it. So it's not just his stuff.
And
He
let's
goes,
also say
"It's a bunch of
hotel laundry in Europe is in crisis. There's been, because
Yes.
of some water shortages in certain areas, hotels are charging double for laundry and
Very
not
good.
even getting it done in a proper timeline.
Yes.
Can
good.
we say that for the specific countries that he's going to be at
Yes.
after Paris? Because I want them to feel confident that they can do their laundry in Paris. My mom
Okay.
will, obviously, because she's going to be in on all of this, but my dad is going to start freaking out about whatever laundry is available, and he shouldn't, though he can't trust the water. Like, he is this gullible. He will absolutely fall for this.
Okay,
This is
maybe
wonderful.
we don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't do that. We don't want him to get to go no laundry on the whole trip.
Except for France. France is exempt. Feel good about Paris laundry.
So really quickly before we go farther, Zoe, what are we missing?
What are we
got
missing?
the underpants. We got the duffel bag. What are we missing
I mean,
here?
There is something. My thing about the duffel bag is maybe there's something to be added around like the amount of walking that's going to be done
Yeah.
that he's not accounting for, that we could put into the language of like when
love
on
that.
I
when
do
on a
too.
trip where you're going to multiple countries and having to go to train stations or airports or however they're traveling in between the countries,
Yeah.
best to take a rollie.
You must take
Must.
a rollie.
Necessary.
Only a fool would bring a duffel.
And that is
He's got a-
literally the case.
Yeah.
Literally.
My
Objectively.
dad has a bad heart. He's got multiple digits of stents in his heart. He's got more than 10 stents in his heart. So he should not be carrying a duffel bag. And that's also one of the big things here. And so I think something about your health thing, if you're going to be doing all this walking, you shouldn't have to be doing all that carrying too.
What about this? What if we had the JPEG created and it was for different ages? So a duffel's for men and women under 35. Over the age of 35,
This is
it's a
very good.
roll. Then for 70 plus, if you're fit, so he can go, I'm fit. Rollie.
It's a rollie.
If you're not fit, baby backpack.
Yeah.
And he's like, some old guy who's a piece of shit.
Hey, Dad,
Rick
there's
Steves just turned 70 last year.
What's that?
Rick Steves turned 70 last year.
So this is, he
Rick
took the
Steves.
trip.
Maybe
and
he's
this is-
updated his advice.
It's an addendum. It's an addendum since
he
my
said,
birthday.
as a
Yes.
70-year-old man, he just went to Europe.
And I got a stent.
If we make this, and Gareth says our guy can make it, we got a guy now, Zoe.
He can
Wow.
definitely make
I
it.
love a guy.
Me too.
He can definitely make it. We can make it. I mean, I'll find some Rick Steves bullshit where he's sitting there like
Your
on the.
thing with this guy is really
Not a fan.
intense.
Not
Also-
a fan. I mean,
also
listen to the damage he's
slow-
done
but-
here for
Gareth,
Sweet Deidre.
slow down on it. He's just an old guy who's trying to make a little bit of money on YouTube.
No, he's not, Jake. He's been doing this for 50 years.
It's an empire.
So he's rich as hell.
Yes.
For sure.
Fuck,
I would
fuck this
think
guy
so.
then.
It's a rich guy saying, just carry a duffel bag, old
Yeah.
man who
He's the 1%.
shouldn't be doing
okay,
that.
okay, I got you. Understood. He's killing people.
It's time. Yes, he is.
actively killing
By
people.
the way, I
He's a
never
murderer.
said that.
He's a nightmare. He's a monster.
Boy, have you really turned
He's
on
a
him.
monster. So if we make this, Deirdre, you're going to show it to him, and then will you take a photo of him with his new suitcase
uncle-
before he goes?
The uncle shows
Yes,
it.
100%.
Oh, the
Absolutely.
uncle shows him. And
The
then
uncle will
please-
show it, send it to him, and go, hey, have you seen this Rick Steves update, old duffel boy?
Yeah, but do this.
Yes.
Do this. When he tells you, try to record it and act surprised.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
if he goes like
yep.
this, you go like this, how's the duffel? And he goes like, not taking it.
Can't.
And then go, why? I thought you loved it. And you go, it's stupid. And then you go, no, it isn't. And argue that he should have it.
For a 35-year-old.
You go like this, a rolly. Don't do a rolly. And he'll go, way smarter. You go, no, it isn't. The duffel's the smartest. And he'll go, you don't know anything.
What if I get lost in a train? Rick Steves says that could be bad. Dragging a duffel through Europe? I'm not 31.
I got a stint. All right.
I got a stint.
Will you follow up with us?
Of course, absolutely. Thank you guys
All right.
so much.
And
you.
I'll
Appreciate
get you. When are they leaving?
It's
Summer.
in May. I think middle of May.
All right, I'll get you this crazy little Rick Steves thing set up, and we'll post it and all that shit.
Thank you guys so much. This is so
All right,
fun.
thanks,
Thank
Deidre.
All right.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Can we get your name, please?
Sure. My name is Susan.
Hi, Susan. Susan, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from South Florida.
South Florida. Well, Susan, we're going to get into it, but I'm not going to lie to you. We have a great guest helper with us today. You've got Jake. You've got me. Who cares? We've also got multi-hyphenate, even a hyphen in her name. We have Zoe Lister-Jones joining us to help solve whatever your little predicament is here.
Zoe, really fast. What was the
Amazing.
character you did on New Girl again? The mayor?
Fawn Moscato.
That was really funny.
Oh,
I just
Moscato's
remembered all that.
Moscato. One of the
You
best.
were one of the best characters.
It was the best character I've ever played, potentially.
Totally. I forgot how funny that
And you know
was.
what, Gareth? Not to bring it back to your butthole again, but
Thank you.
she did advocate for not wearing underwear. That was a big storyline. That was when I was part of the A story. It was all about me freeballing on the golf course.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Sounds like, I don't know why that's comedy on a show. To me, it sounds pretty rational.
I also love that you had to point out that was part of the A story. Feels like a wildly C story.
Wildly C story.
What's going on? This character, a recurring guest star, doesn't wear underpants. That feels maybe B,
That's
probably C. You're like, this was
Potentially.
A story. I was
16
driving
pages.
I was driving that. I was
Every other
driving that.
character was going like this. Is that true? 3-page line. No kidding. Another 3 to 4 page. Wow. That's,
Yep. Yeah.
Susan, what can we do for you today?
So I'll just get right into it. I moved in with my boyfriend a few months ago, and I discovered he has this really unusual habit, and it's disgusting.
Okay.
So
Move out.
he
Get out of there.
Let's
Think
let her
about
cook
it.
a little bit, yeah? Let's see what she says, yeah?
So I woke up one morning to find a bottle of mustard on the sink in the bathroom.
Move out!
So well, when I questioned him about this, He's like, oh, yeah, I ate a pretzel dog sitting on the toilet with the shower running in the middle of the night.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting.
Disgusting. First of all, pretzel dog is disgusting.
Yeah, pretzel dog
it's all
in
disgusting.
general.
Take away the
Pretzel
toilet.
dog in any setting.
If I go like this, I just moved in with my partner, and they go like this. What are you up to? And they go, I'm just going to eat a pretzel dog. Pass.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn the shower on, crap, and eat a pretzel dog. You sleep well, hon.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Zoe, what's the grossest thing you've eaten on the toilet? Go ahead.
I've never eaten on the toilet.
That's cool.
Wait.
All right,
Sorry?
so Susan, keep going.
Susan is plowing through her story, by the way.
I'm just going
You
through.
will not derail.
I got to get this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you have a cigarette and like
so-
a gin and 7-Up.
I think South Florida. Yes.
I might, yeah. But so the problem is, like, I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, that's what he was doing. And I was like, well, why? So he said, well, the steam in the shower just kind of soothes me, and he likes to hang out in there.
He's like, I love the smells, and I'm an animal.
He is an animal. It's disgusting. It's
disgusting.
absolutely
He's an animal.
maniacal
Yes.
behavior.
That's
Fighting
how animals in
mustard.
the zoo live. They like take a shit and then they're like this. Lunch.
Hey, Susan, be careful. Jake might adopt your boyfriend.
No way. Humans gross
He
me
can
out.
have him.
If he was a chimp, I would
He's so
take him,
gross.
Susan. I'd fight you for him.
His name would be Dijon, and he'd be living in Jake's yard.
Dijon. Come on. I have no class. His name would be Yellow.
This is French's.
All right, Susan. So you got this boyfriend. What are we calling him? What's his name?
Jake.
Of course.
Real name. That's his real
That was
name.
mean-spirited. He's a disgusting animal who eats pretzel dogs on a toilet with a steam on. Call him Zoe
That
Lister-Jones.
tracks for a Jake.
That's a Zoe Lister-Jones name to me.
It does feel targeted, Susan. We know
It
it's
does.
his name,
It
but you
does. That
could have
would've-
changed it.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
I know.
Jack
It
would have been
really
nice.
is really.
leaving
Okay,
mustard on the
so-
bathroom
apologize.
sink.
So a big old weirdo named Jake sits around eating pretzel dogs
Yeah.
with mustard in your toilet.
It's
You live with
gross.
him, but you don't want to. Is this my wife, Erin, by the way? Hey, Erin, just get off the phone and come in the room, sweetheart. This is an insulting way to talk. Babe. Just come in the room.
Calls the show.
He's like, hi, it's disgusting. And stop with the fake South Florida. We live in California. All right, so Susan, keep going. What's going on?
So I feel like who am I to tell him he can't eat in the bathroom? But it's gross, and I ultimately would like it to stop. But more importantly, I don't want to be sharing these disgusting bathroom condiments.
Yes.
I mean, this is.
I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
So how do I
This
get
is
him
the
to
first
either-
time the call just was agreed.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that you're like, listen,
No advice.
I know
No
I'm going
advice.
out on a limb,
You're
but
right.
I don't like mustard in my toilet. Call me wacky.
Seems
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. No, the response to
So
this is
how
for
do
sure. Gareth is right. Agreed.
Yes.
So how do I get him to either stop completely
Yeah.
or not bring condiments into the bathroom? Like sauce your
Okay.
dog in the kitchen.
So Zoe, we're gonna start with you here. When you're hearing all this, imagine
Woo!
yourself, your partner's eating mustard on pretzel dogs in the toilet. How are you stopping this? How do we get Susan out of this nightmare?
I mean, I'm just going to say that and this might be a hot take, but just taking a dump while the shower's steaming disgusts me wholeheartedly.
Same.
So
Well, he's not
when you-
doing that though. He's not using the
cooking.
bathroom. He's just
He's-
sitting on the toilet lid and eating. He's not shitting while he's
he's
eating.
sitting on the toilet lid eating.
Even crazier, actually.
It's-
I
would say
actually-
that makes me deeply uncomfortable.
That's not a place of eating.
I actually think that is
Using it as
true.
a chair.
This got worse.
Yeah.
That it's also just it's not a place of eating.
It's a
No.
crazy
Yeah.
place to decide.
Yeah,
none
I
of
mean,
it's good.
here's what I'll say. I respect you trying to offer him the dignity of his own experience, that you're like, I can't tell him what not to do, but I'm going to interject and say, you absolutely must. This is now a shared living space.
Yeah.
And I think once you move in with someone, especially, an animal like Jake, I would have to set very firm boundaries about what's
Agreed.
acceptable behavior and what is not acceptable behavior. And if the behavior that is unacceptable to you continues, I'm going to go with my first piece of advice,
You're
which
kind
is
of right.
GTFO.
I gotta say, Zoe's being harsh, but she's right, Susan. This is a toilet is not.
This is
a place to eat.
unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
This really is. And
I agree. It is unacceptable, but I'm also, it's not the only issue that I don't, he can do whatever he wants to do. He's an adult. So I don't want to like
I
yuck
respect
his yum.
the fuck out of this.
I
Yeah.
just want the condiments out of the bathroom.
I think, first of
Shame
all,
him. Shame.
what I love, I don't
Go ahead,
start
Gareth.
sleeping in the kitchen, shit in your bedroom. I mean, these rooms are separated for activities just on a base of civilization.
Yeah.
I don't know how we
Yeah.
arrived at these points, but we have agreed that there's no eating in the toilet. But if you're willing to lower
I
the
know
bar,
how we
and
arrived at that. It smells bad in there.
yes, it's
This
just
isn't
not.
like it took our greatest minds to go like, wait a
yes.
second, shall we eat where we shit? It
Yeah.
went like this.
I mean,
early
literally-
humans went like this. Ooh,
it
over there.
became a thing
Literally,
we
don't
say.
shit where you eat.
Yes,
Literally,
that's
yes.
a turn of phrase so that we're like, don't
That's
do
right.
that. It's a bad idea.
But that's one of those phrases we didn't need.
Yes.
Because we all know it. It's
I
what
think-
makes us humans.
I think that I think all three of us are a little more outraged than you, but that's okay. If you're just saying you want condiments out of the bathroom, by the way, the most Florida problem I think I've ever heard. I
I'm
have
not even
a pitch.
from here originally.
Well, you've adapted quite well. I have a pitch on maybe how to do that. I don't know. Do you have anything, Jake?
No,
Zoe?
go with what you're going with. Let's
I'm
hear
gonna.
sandwiches.
I think what you need is a launching off point into the conversation. How long have you been living with him?
Since November. So just a couple months.
So longer than a couple
When did you
months. just
find
so
the
you know.
mustard?
Well, a few months.
It's a
I
good-
found the
Found it
mustard.
really shortly after I moved in. And he does this on average about once a week.
Okay,
What was
so
the conversation?
Not with mustard.
Susan, I have a real
It's
question.
not with
now.
mustard. It's hot sauce.
Okay.
I gotta go.
I don't know why
Hold on,
it's
hold on.
hot
I have a-
sauce
Hold on.
hurts.
I have a real question. So
Okay.
I'm just getting a little bit confused of how crazy this is. So once a week, he turns the shower on to a full steam, makes a sandwich in the kitchen, brings it in with the condiment. He doesn't put like all the hot sauce on it.
Correct.
Because you could also just put it on. You know what he could do? He could put it all on like a napkin or a paper plate, leave all the condiments in the fridge, and go like, I got this really weird, embarrassing thing where I like to eat in a steamy shower my weird ham sandwich. But he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do the condiments in there. He could do those. You could say, let's just make a rule, homie. Eat wherever you want. No condiments or plates. Like, let's have what's in one room stays in one room. And if he doesn't do it, I want you to take everything from the bathroom that's his and put it in the bedroom closet. Where he goes, where's my shampoo and toothbrush? And you go, it's in the closet where my shoes are. And he goes, why? And he goes, I don't know. I think we're just putting things in random places.
All right, good
And he
night.
goes,
I'm
"What
going
do
to
you
go sleep in the car.
Yeah, and he goes, what do you mean? And you go, I don't know. I just saw some hot sauce on the toilet bowl, so I just thought maybe I'd put the toothbrush in the closet.
I
he goes,
really
No,
I
it's
fear
not where it belongs.
I fear he wouldn't even notice.
He
I think-
would, because take everything that's his and put it in the wrong spot. Put his socks in the refrigerator.
He's going to end up eating them in the
Susan.
toilet.
I'm not kidding. You
Pretty good idea.
It is.
everything gets mixed around. So he goes, hey, honey, what the fuck is going on? Where are my jeans? And you go like this, I'm not sure. Have you checked the microwave?
I think what's good is what I really like about that is that
Yeah.
you are. I mean, this is so. The longer that I think about this, the more that it's
Makes no
sinking in
sense.
that it is absolutely upside downtown fucking nuts.
But now you're in upside down world.
But I think that's right. I think I like that for a pitch. I'll give you one that can maybe lead you into that, or just a separate pitch, which is, what if you fake sit on mustard? What if you come out of the bathroom and you have some mustard on your ass or on your pants, and you are outraged because, look, you allowed him to turn the bathroom into his kitchen junior long enough, and now there's actually been repercussions, which is you sat in some mustard on the toilet. This has to stop. And that can launch you into this conversation of this is not okay.
You know what we could also do with this, Susan, because Jake is crazy? Pretend it's a cartoon and you slipped on the mustard like a banana peel and hurt your back.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, the fact that you said that's good tells me we're in an upside down world.
Yes, we're not. We're obviously in a very. We're all trying to kind of Looney Tune our brains.
Yeah. Zoe, what do you got?
Susan, have you brought this up to him already? Like, how many times has this been a discussion?
He ran through a wall. There was the outline of him going through it.
But he kept walking because he didn't know there was nothing below him.
But then he dropped really fast.
But then he saw it, he dropped.
Well, after I first found the first condiment in the bathroom, I asked him like why it was in there, and he told me why. And then I was just like, oh, okay. And then I have not brought it up since.
You're wow. You are
unbelievable.
But he also does it. He also does it at like 3:00 in the morning. So I don't even
he's
see
drunk.
it real time. I just see the evidence.
Is he drunk?
Of course he's drunk.
He possibly. But I think
guys, take away possibly. Who needs to eat a sandwich at 3 a.m. and bring it in the bathroom, or stoned off his ass and going like, I got a pretty good idea.
I'm starting to fall in love with this guy.
It's also me, Gareth.
He's great. He's a great guy.
He's great. He's great. It's just he's nocturnally snack bathroom
well, guess
crazy.
what? When you get stoned off your ass and you're alone, you go like this. You know what'd be cool as fuck right now? I'm going to take the shower, put it on really hot, then I'm going to eat nachos in here. And you go, pretty good. It was moister.
But he's like, I'm going to bring the hot cheese with me and sort of just pour per chip.
I mean,
here's my
I think that's what he does. Because why is he bringing it in? I don't know. That's what I don't understand.
Yes.
Like
He's adjusting flavor bite to bite.
Which is, by the way, which is delicious.
Respect.
I do that. By the way, I do that too. But when I'm really embarrassed by it, I just stand with the refrigerator door open and I do it fast.
Well, he's found the next level of privacy.
Yeah. But his privacy, there's certain moves where you go, Jake, I respect the hell out of the play. You're making hors d'oeuvres. You are not having a plate full of food. Each one is a bite. Good for you. You can't do it in the bathroom, my man. You can eat in there, but go.
I got an idea. Okay.
Go ahead.
What if you, which I respect, are intent on letting him do this, just as long as the condiment does not remain on the toilet?
Yeah, or in the bathroom.
I don't want the condiment even crossing the threshold into the bathroom.
Same.
Listen, I don't know that you can control.
Same.
Right, because you're using that condiment later.
Yeah, but it's in there with the jar open.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
Imagine the relish.
I don't want to put mustard on a sandwich and it's full of fecal matter.
Yeah,
correct.
Susan, what you're saying is normal.
Susan.
I think the fact that you let this go on for as long as you have is outrageous. And you have to set a boundary.
Agreed,
and
Susan.
I would say that every time it happens, he's going to owe you something that's going to be very meaningful to you. I don't know if that's an hour-long massage, and it's something that's going to cost him.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? So that
I like that.
How about
every
his
time,
home? You do it again, you're kicked out.
It will cost
How
him.
about your love?
The relationship.
I'm going to take this love from you.
I think sometimes on this call, Susan, it feels like we called your show. Because you're just like, yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, like, I just want the condiments out of that. Here's an alt pitch for you. How about if you buy him, I don't love this at all, but I'm just trying to go into your world here. What if you bought him labeled toilet condiments?
No.
And those are ones that he's allowed to.
No way.
Gareth,
no way. But you know what?
Has he done
toilet condiments are still going in the fridge with the rest of the food.
Okay.
I don't love it.
I have a pitch based off Gareth's pitch that I think he will like, and I think it could also solve the problems. You know that terrible style that men sometimes wear where they have their wallets attached to a chain?
Yes.
Let's chain the condiments to the refrigerator.
Oh, like
Oh my
bank
God, I love
pens.
this.
Yes. So like bank pens is right. So
We're bank penning mustard because you live with the wildest man we've ever heard about.
so then he goes, "What's going on?" And you go, "These are mine. I don't want fecal matter on them. These are bank penned to the refrigerator." And he goes, You mean it? You go, "You can use it and you can bring a paper plate in there and eat your burrito at 3 a.m.
No,
I can't.
I have to jump in. I think you're exactly right. I mean, I literally just spit coffee out. Saying I don't want fecal matter on my mustard, we are not in an okay world right now.
I know, but we got to get out of this. And
I
Susan is so chill.
We're all in it now.
I know. And we just keep
I knew Gareth
rotating as
wasn't
to
going to
who's...
take it well.
No.
All of our relationships are forever changed.
Forever.
From this moment on.
Also, the
no
next
one-
time my wife judges me for something, she'll be like, "Your socks are everywhere." I'm like, "I don't have shit all over the mustard."
When was the last time you found ketchup in the toilet?
I'm not a maniac. Jake's a maniac.
You're like, you said the fact that his name's Jake's not going to help you in that moment.
I'm dead. But Susan, what do you think about finding a way to tape and or make it or tie or chain getting your condiments, and you might have to take a condiment and put it into something else. So like you get it, pour it into something that has a handle, a little metal handle on it,
Or maybe a new apartment where you live.
and lock it into something.
You know what's interesting about all of these pitches is that Susan, if I'm understanding correctly, has not ever said this can't happen.
No. She
Right?
just went,
No,
oh,
I
okay.
haven't.
No,
I
you
haven't.
simply
One more point,
we
though.
are bank training
Yeah, we
to
are.
the fridge, and a simple conversation has never occurred.
Can you imagine being this man and being
No.
like, you only
Yeah.
got one follow-up and being like, that went well.
So Susan, we've given you a bunch of options here. I think we've gotten to the bottom of this very strange situation. I think there's a way out of it. What do you think you're going to do?
I kind of like the chaining the condiments idea,
Okay.
but I think it could be a little bit impractical.
How so?
So I think, well, because then how am I going to use the mustard if it's like I got to
you're
take
gonna-
it 6 feet away from the fridge?
That's okay. What are you going to run a marathon and then use it at the end of it? You just got to use it. You said 6 feet from the fridge, like that was
Right, a
impossible
longer
to do.
chain, perhaps.
Yeah, but also 6
Well, for
feet
my
away
cooking
from
on
the
the-
fridge, Susan. Yeah, but you could also scoop it into something and then put it where you need to. And also, how far is your stove from your fridge? It's more than 6 feet?
No, it's not.
I have to say something. I think women are in trouble. Women are in terrible trouble. The way that you have to adjust your life to bank chain your own condiments to the inside of your fridge in order to enable.
You know what? This is not
this
a male thing.
psychosis.
No way. Zoe, we had a call the other day where this really nice guy lived with this woman who had 10 brothers and sisters, and no one in her family closed doors when they took shits. And she was this really sweet girl. She was like, "Oh, it's fine. I love to stretch my legs out."
Okay.
And we were like, "What?" And she was like, "I mean, the door makes me feel claustrophobic." And he's like, "She doesn't close the door."
I've got a pitch.
Crazy.
How about
These
this
calls
guy
about
and that
toilets
woman
lately have
start
been
dating?
Crazy.
Oh, that's good.
This toilet stuff
might
lately
be a
has
good
been
solution.
crazy.
I
Susan,
agree.
here's the thing. He's not allowed to put condiments in there. If there is, there's got to be consequences. You have to create a very clear boundary and say it's disgusting because there's fecal matter in the air and go, you get that, right, my man? It doesn't just come out your butt and disappear. It floats around. It's among us. So that's why we need this room to be pretty sealed up, yeah? And he'll go, makes sense.
Yeah.
Go, if you want to eat a burrito and have that fucking shit air in your food, you do you, King. But I don't want my stuff, the food especially, I don't want that jar opened up in here. Does that make sense, my king? And he'll go, I hear what you're saying, but in a lot of it, no. I can't do this one. And if he goes, I need to be able to open up food in the bathroom, I'm telling you, he's not the right guy.
I think the chaining.
That's fair.
The chaining.
Susan, if this is early on, this started in November, imagine 10 years from now.
Correct.
Oh my God, the toilet's going to be full of condiments.
That's only the beginning
The
of how
fridge
crazy.
is in the bathroom.
Yeah, he might take a dump in the kitchen. And
dream.
go, I don't want to walk in there. I just like shit it in here. You might be living in hell.
Honest to God, I think I think he's right. I think you just have to feel comfortable approaching something like this with him because this dude is eating in the toilet. I mean, this is fucking nuts.
So Susan, let's do this really fast. Zoe, I would like you to be Jake, please, in a reenactment.
Okay, yeah.
Susan, will you be you? And will you tell Jake, in your words, that this has to be done?
Can I ask a question, Jake, before we start?
Please.
Do you think she should I think the chaining of the condiments is a nice way to be like, hey, I'm trying to work with you. Should that sort of be the pitch here a little bit?
Like, do you need me to chain these condiments?
Like I'm trying to solve this for us, so I'm thinking I'm going to start chaining the condiments to the fridge.
So, Susan, that's up to you. What I would do, honestly, if I was you, is no. I would go, this is disgusting and it has to stop. But take a second, Susan, and you play your game, okay?
Okay.
And whenever you're ready, Jake, it's the morning after. You go to the bathroom. There was mustard. Now it's 9 a.m. You go in the bedroom. Jake's still sleeping. He was eating that burrito at 3 a.m. He's tired. So it's time to wake his big ass up and have a confrontation. Zoe, you're big ass Jake.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Jake.
Yeah, baby.
I was just in the bathroom and I noticed that there was mustard on the counter. And I know you really like to eat in there because it's all steamy and it makes you feel comforted. But it's kind of gross because there's like germs and stuff.
Really
and I don't
quick
really
pause.
want
Your
the
thoughts on that,
condiments
Jake?
going in
That is true about you, Jake. Go ahead. Your thoughts?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, that's right.
No, go on. What do you like about it? She said it makes you feel comforted. Go ahead.
Yeah, baby. I love it because it's just where I feel the safest. And the combination of I love flavors and textures. And when I'm eating and the steam envelops my body, it just feels like a better way for me to digest my food. It helps with my IBS.
I swear I think there's a real possibility that he could actually say that back to me.
That's why we're doing this, Susan. So keep going.
Hang in there.
Susan, hang in there. You are going to
Okay.
win this.
Okay, so which I totally understand your reasonings for wanting to eat in there, but can I ask you just to like maybe not bring the condiments in with you and just sauce up your stuff before you go in there?
So something about me is that my taste buds were impacted as a child, and because I burned my tongue on hot cocoa. And when so sometimes if I put just a little bit of mustard in the kitchen, then I'm going back and forth and I'm letting the steam out of the bathroom. So I need to be able to adjust on the spot. So.
Wow, I didn't realize you had this disability.
Yes.
Okay,
Susan, no. Susan, no.
Now I'm eating the condiments. What am I-
Susan. Susan.
It doesn't make you ableist.
Do not go like this. Well, would you like me to bring the turkey in there?
Oh, gosh.
No.
Should we put a stove in the tub?
Susan, you're winning this. Keep going.
I'm going to put a toaster in the tub in 5 minutes. Okay, so...
You can say, I'm sorry about your disability, but...
Yeah, remember, you're right.
You're
Don't
right.
forget that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I'm so sorry to hear about your taste buds. But we really need to keep the condiments out of the bathroom, just for like sanitary reasons. Is that a
What do
thing
you
you
mean?
can participate in?
What do you mean? Because if the shower's running, the whole thing is clean.
But the toilet is still located in that room.
But and wait, what's the problem?
There's germs everywhere because it's a bathroom and that's where we go pee and poop.
But if I'm not pooping while I'm eating, then there's no germs.
Well, the bathroom's still very germy.
the bathroom's germy. I didn't realize that because I thought if I was cleaning myself, that the bathroom was clean.
Yeah, not so much. Also, the cat jumps up on the sink. His little litter box paws are up there too.
Oh.
Just not a place for food.
So I can't eat in the bathroom anymore.
I would prefer it if you didn't.
No,
Is that a
Susan,
preference?
Susan, you had it. You had it, okay?
You're right there.
You can't then at the end go, I prefer. That's what I'm saying.
Either
if you
way,
want to
babe.
eat in there, my condiments cannot go in there. If you want to eat in a disgusting shit room, do
Yeah.
it. But our shared food, I'm a no. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So get back into it
Yeah,
and finish,
I like that. That
finish
makes
a little bit stronger because, by the way, Susan, you were killing that.
Great.
Okay.
Zoe, will you go back and give her a little wrinkle before you start agreeing, and let's see if we can.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just don't really agree with you at all.
That's cool that you don't agree with me and you're entitled to your preference. But my preference is that food does not ever go into the bathroom.
Well, I guess we have different preferences.
It seems that way, but can you respect mine?
I'll try my best, baby.
Okay, and if I find condiments in the bathroom, just know that there will be serious repercussions.
Susan, here's it is. If I find, here's what you do. I have a great pitch all of a sudden. You have to have this talk with him. If it's in there again, throw it the fuck out in the bathroom.
That's great.
Garbage.
That's great.
Oh,
And he goes, what you doing? You go like this. I can't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he goes, why? He goes, I've told you, if there's anything in the bathroom that's food, it goes in the garbage because he made it garbage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do this
Yeah, I
talk
like
with him. But I think he might do a version of what Zoe's saying where he's just wiggly. So that's fine. It's in there, garbage, where he has to see it. And he goes,
Wasting
don't
money.
throw it out. I'm using it. You go like this. It can't go in the fridge. I can't accidentally eat that.
Yeah. And you're being so kind to him, but I think a boundary needs to be firmer than a preference.
And then he
Yeah.
goes the next night, I'm going to have this weird pretzel while the shower's on. You know where the mustard is? I go, I had to throw it out because you used it in the toilet. And he goes, well, it's 3 a.m. I want my weird pretzel thing. And you go, well, we don't have mustard because of you. This is why we can't have nice things, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Because you bring them in the toilet while you eat.
This is insane.
But Susan,
It is
how do you?
insane, but I think you're exactly right.
You're
Yes.
gonna win, Susan. If you do that call the way you did that call, and then if it's not the way you want, you throw it out. You will have fixed this problem in 6 to 7 weeks total.
Throwing it out is great. Because then you're saying, oh, we're out of mustard. We're throwing money in the garbage because you and I can't seem to land on an
Also,
adjustment.
I don't think we could have more condiments in this house.
Right. There's no condiments left.
So now, if you want them, I guess go to McDonald's and get a little plastic one. Because I guess we only live.
He's
at
leaving
one
his
at a time.
mustard in the McDonald's bathroom.
Yeah,
Oh,
but like
God.
but also but you're basically saying we don't have ketchup anymore. You now steal those little plastic ketchup. We have a one and go condiment because you can't handle it. So if you need to,
I
do
actually thought about that, about getting packets.
No.
But it
No.
also doesn't work for every condiment, and I
Susan-
feel like I'm just allowing way too much.
no, Susan, you do what you do. He can do that.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But if there is condiments in the bathroom, they belong in the trash.
Yes. Don't get the
Agreed.
little packets.
When are you going to have this talk with him?
I can do it tonight.
Can you film it?
We'll blur faces.
Or can
Maybe.
you voice note record it?
Or just set up the
I
voice
can voice
memo.
note.
Please do.
Yeah, I can voice memo it. I can do that.
And then follow up with us in a couple of weeks to see how it all goes and if it's fixed.
Okay.
Appreciate the call.
Thank you, Susan.
Thanks, guys.
Truth is on your side.
Bye.
We're Here to Help is hosted by Jake Johnson and Gareth Reynolds. If you'd like to be on the show, please email us your question at helpfulpod@gmail.com. And if you want to watch video episodes of We're Here to Help, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/here-to-help-pod to see our entire catalog.
We're Here to Help is produced by Rabbit Grimm Productions. Executive producers Rob Hollis, Jeff Porter, and Natalie Hollis. Associate producer Jesse Thurston. Editing, mix, and master by Chris Fowler.
Theme song by Oliver Raleigh. The cover artwork is by James Fosdyke. Animations by Andrew Strzelecki. And if you'd like to see Gareth do stand-up on the road, go to GarethReynolds.com. Remember, all of the advice given on We're Here to Help is for entertainment purposes only, and all listeners should be adults and make their own decisions.
That was a HeadGum podcast.